Namaste everyone. Once a patient has made up his mind to undergo the Panchakarma process, the very first question which comes to mind is how many days it's going to take, how many days need to be spent in the center. So let me address this question. It really depends on whether we are going to target a disease process or is it a wellness process. So if it's a disease, then again how deep the disease, how old it is, how chronic, at which level. We call these different levels as dhatus or tissues, and so at which level of dhatu the disease process is happening. So that really determines how long it's going to take. If it's at a very deeper levels, let's say the deepest tissues are the nervous tissues. So if it's at the deeper nervous tissue level, then we might require anywhere between 4 to 6 weeks or even longer at times. And if it's at a very more superficial levels of dhatu, then we might require only 2 weeks. So the answer is for a deep Panchakarma cleanse, minimum 2 weeks and maximum could be 4 to 6 weeks or longer in case of diseases. And sometimes what happens is the patient has less days, let's say only 10 to 12 days, and we feel that we can give good results even in this duration of time. Then we take up the case even for 10 to 12 days, and we are able to give good results. If, however, wellness is our target, then minimum 7 days and maximum again 4 to 6 weeks longer, because if we have long time, then even in case of wellness there might be no disease, but we are able to give a deeper wellness, going into the deeper tissues, first cleaning out the bad toxins and then putting the nourishment in. So the longer we have, the better, but still minimum 7 days in case of wellness. So how the process works out is, initially we will start with the drying therapies as described in one of my Panchakarma videos. Whole process has been described. So initial process is the drying process. It's just like if it has to rain and the ground is very dry, the rain really can go deeper and deeper. Similarly, if we have to oil the system, if initially we are able to achieve a good level of dryness in the system, then the oil can really go deeper into the tissues. Hence, starting with the drying process. How long this drying process again depends on the lifestyle of the person, the status of the person. If the person is very active, very energetic, he goes to exercise every day, goes to the gym, sweats out, and so basically he is having less of these bad fats in the system and he's more dry, so he needs less time for this drying process. And this drying process is also achieved through internal drying herbs, herbal drinks, and some herbal medicines. So once we have achieved this dryness, there are some signs to see how a dryness happens. Once we have achieved those signs and symptoms, we move on to the next oiling process. So first would be the internal oleation, oiling the system inside, and then the external oleation, oiling the system from the outside. And after this, oiling from inside and outside, next up would be the main cleanse. It could be the vomiting cleanse or the diarrhea cleanse. If vomiting cleanse is required, then the vomiting cleanse, or otherwise the Virechana or diarrhea cleanse. This ends the first half of the treatments, and the next half would be the enema cleanse. This is multiple enemas, anywhere between 8 to 14 or even more enemas, again depending what we are trying to achieve. So the enema cleanse makes up the second half of the cleanse, and this is achieved by again different the enema cleanse is supported by different kinds of massages, etc.